Previously on Eden. Humanity escaped Earth in the year 2050 aboard the Ark of Snow, a supervessel that fractured humanity into several warring factions. One of these factions was Iris Incorporated, the current owners of the Ark. Their leader, Mobius Dunn, sends an elite task force known as the Black Lions to investigate Eden, a rumored fuel oasis and a second chance for humanity. The Black Lions are then systematically eliminated by a mysterious pilot unaffiliated with Iris's rivals, the Emissaries of Mars. Mobius sends his daughter Felicity, an ace pilot and master mechanic, to investigate with their crew, Jack Johnson, demolitions expert, and Warden Luna, the best navigator at Iris. They are joined by Sergeant Daniel Carmine, a former war journalist, to round out the group. On their first stop, they meet Robin Beacon, a former partner of Jack's who points them towards an emissary base for clues. They escape an ambush by the mysterious pilot, and Robin joins the crew in order to learn more about the conflict and Eden. Felicity then meets August Rose, an information broker who explains that the emissaries want to claim Eden as revenge for something that happened in the past. Now Felicity and August must escape an emissary battalion before they are overwhelmed. 21 years ago, a group of ambitious men sat down in a conference room discussing their plans for the future. These individuals are Robert Hobbs, Mobius Dunn, and a shorter, energetic man named Jacob Luna.
Okay guys, here's the deal. Dawnbreaker is offering Iris ownership of the Ark.
What?
That's amazing! How is this possible?
I have my ways.
Jacob, this is great news, but are you sure everything went smoothly?
How could it not? It's me we're talking about. After a while, we can set our sights on something even bigger.
Bigger than the Ark? But Jacob, this is what we've been working towards.
Don't tell me you mean...
Jacob leaps onto the table, excited to share his next adventure with his friends.
Eden! We are so close, gentlemen. It is right there.
Eden? Do you know where it is?
No. But we're so close. I can taste it. Tell me you taste it, Robert.
I do. Mobius, take a moment to think about what we can do now as shareholders. If we play our cards right, we can own the system.
All I want is security for us and our families, my friends. Eden is just a fantasy.
Be more spontaneous, man! If we can just find Eden, everything in the solar system can be ours.
Jacob grabs a couple of beers from the fridge, tossing them to his friends.
Besides, Diana would want you to do this. For Felicity?
Mobius pauses to process. He wants what's best for his family. However, he thinks to himself that perhaps being more ambitious wouldn't hurt.
You're right, my friend. Here's to us! To Eden!
To Eden!
The friends raise their drinks. The compound metal cans tap against one another. They celebrate an exciting future. In the Ark of Snow on the present day, Mobius and Mary are anxiously awaiting to hear back from the crew of the Silver Fox. Mary soon notices something on her screen.
Sir?
Yes, Mary?
You're getting a call from Shelby Bevenolo.
Shelby? What could she want this time?
If I had to guess, fuel.
Well, we might as well humor her. Put her on.
Appearing on the screen is Shelby Bevenolo, the leader of the once proud Dawnbreaker Industries. An older woman, Shelby still has the fiery heart of a soldier whose fight is far from over, and will do what it takes to keep her company afloat. Her usual calls to Mobius are negotiating for fuel supplies. This time was much different.
Mobius! Mobius, come in!
I'm here, Shelby. What is it this time?
The emissaries are here! They're attacking!
Mobius is nearly paralyzed with shock. This was an already strained ally, and is now at risk.
All right, stay calm. I'll send help as soon as I can.
They might not get here in time!
The transmission cuts off.
Shit! Why now?
Sir, if I may ask, why are you concerned about Dawnbreaker?
Dawnbreaker could help Felicity get to Eden. If they're destroyed by the emissaries, we might be out of luck and have to call off the mission. Tensions are getting too high, and I can't risk the Silver Fox any more than I already have. War is coming, Mary. We have to be ready.
Understood, sir. Shall I contact Felicity?
Yes.
Right away.
At the Vulcan, Felicity, Dawn, and August Rose are coming down from an adrenaline high after surviving a brutal gunfight. Before the rush subsides, a final explosion rocks the establishment. Glass shards, splinters, and bodily remains are sent in all directions. From the new entryway, Jack Johnson emerges, concerned.
Felicity! Are you alright? And who are you?
Jack? This is August. She's the barkeep?
You know how to keep a girl modest, don't you?
Well,
I'm just kidding. So, how can I help you?
Well, for starters, you can let go of my captain.
August and Felicity had been wrapped up in each other's embrace for quite a while now, and the two awkwardly separate.
Oh, we were, shielding each other from the explosion.
yeah, that's exactly what we were doing.
Come on, it's just me.
Anyway, are we all clear?
Yep, but there's a lot of movement back at the bazaar. Apparently, the emissaries are attacking Dawnbreaker.
Oh, shit, already? That wasn't supposed to happen for another week.
And how would you know that?
Word travels fast when you're a barkeep?
We need to go help Dawnbreaker.
Why? We're supposed to be hunting you-know-who and you-know-what.
This is a local matter, Felicity. I don't think outsiders like you guys should be involved.
Which is exactly why we should. Dawnbreaker could use some help. We'd be wrong not to offer any while we can.
Hey, I'm not gonna question you. You do you, hun.
Well, we're off. Jack, you coming?
Right beside you, Captain.
Felicity follows Jack outside the Vulcan, but before hitting their full stride, they turn back to address the barkeep.
Oh, thanks for the, drink.
Come back anytime.
Felicity smiles, and Jack nudges his captain on the way out.
Hun, eh? Not bad for your first stop, Felicity.
Shut up! What's the status of Warden and the others?
Bastard.
We should sober up back at Robin's place.
You mean Miss Beacon's, right?
I really don't know what you see in him.
Saw. Now let's go get the crew.
The two friends race towards the ash blossom as August watches from afar.
You know who, huh? Very interesting.
Felicity and Jack are on their way to the ash blossom when Felicity's earpiece begins ringing.
It's my dad. I can't believe I get reception here.
Let's go over there and put him on speaker.
They find a private corner away from any potential prying eyes or scrutinous ears.
Felicity, this is a code red. Are you there?
I'm here, and I'm aware of what's happening.
What you don't know is that the emissaries are making their move. You can't get off the planet.
Damn. Did they catch on to us?
We don't know, but they're attacking Dawnbreaker's HQ, and we can't risk losing them for good. You need to go there and broker a deal with the Silver Fox and Dawnbreaker. If they agree, you'll be free to get past Asteroid Avenue without a worry.
Understood. And what are we offering them?
A seat at the table. Good luck, Felicity.
Wait, a seat at the table?
Felicity, look out!
An emissary soldier jumps down from a low rooftop and tries to corner Felicity. Jack takes advantage of the soldier's recovery and slams his head into the brick and mortar, knocking him out before he can reach for his comms.
Fuck! The city's crawling with these bastards. Which means...
Warden, Carmine, and Robin are in danger! Double time, Jack!
Sir, yes, sir!
The two of them run towards the street in search of their friends. Meanwhile, Warden and the crew are slowly coming to when Carmine notices emissary soldiers approaching the ash blossom.
Huh? Wake up, you guys!
Carmine douses Warden and Robin with water.
What the hell?
I'm drowning! Oh, God!
Shh! We gotta go!
Why? Is the tab too high?
I already paid it, but that's not the point. Emissaries are on their way.
Were we, compromised?
I don't know, but we have to get back with Felicity.
Look at you, kid. Taking initiative. Well, you heard him, Robin. Let's go.
Can I finish my drink first?
No!
The three men make a dash out of the restaurant, heading the opposite direction of the emissary soldiers, who spot them.
Found him! Don't let him get away!
Warden, Carmine, and Robin attempt to shove their way through the crowd as emissaries begin to surround them. Just as they are about to be cornered, they spot Felicity and Jack, pushing towards an opening in the mob of people.
There they are! Let's go!
Everyone, on me!
The crew rallies and begins to sprint back into the crowd, causing confusion in the emissary soldiers who struggle to identify their prey over the many faces gathered.
Shit! We lost them!
Narrowly evading capture, Felicity and the crew find themselves in the packed Crimson Bazaar.
Damn it! There's no way we can make it back to Robin's with this crowd.
Wait, I have an idea. Check this out.
This is gonna be good.
Attention, everyone! I have a bomb! I have a bomb strapped to my chest and it's gonna explode if you don't get the fuck out of our way! Get the fuck out of here! Ah!
The crowd erupts into a frenzy. People are sent toppling over one another, trampling those who fell. Children screaming, men and women crying out for whatever god they believe in to spare them. In swift fashion, the crowd dispersed.
All right, way's clear. Let's go.
I cannot believe that worked.
Let's not waste this chance. Come on, guys.
Carmine was unaware that there had been an elevated sense of panic in the bazaar as of late due to the emissaries' recent acts of defiance. The crew continued to make their way through the empty streets back to Infernus, ready to lay low and formulate a new plan. As the emissaries pour into Dawnbreaker HQ, Jesse Firekin looks less than thrilled.
This is unbelievable. I have the Irish dogs right where I want them, and he sends me here. God, what a waste of my time.
You bastard. Are we some sort of joke to you?
Well, considering the lack of resistance you lot put up, I'd say that's fair.
What do you want with us? You've already taken everything.
Who said I was taking anything, you stupid broad? No, you're more than fine the way you are. You see, we're using you as bait.
Bait?
You get it now? Iris feels pity, you could say, towards you poor fucks. And we're using that to lure in their crown jewel.
The Silver Fox is here?
Bingo was his name-o! We're not gonna let Iris get their hands on what we're after. And that's all you need to know.
Your boss. Does he know?
Know what?
That he sent you to die.
You got a mouth for someone tied up. You, close it for me.
An emissary soldier muffles Shelby as Jesse waits for his trap to be sprung.
Come on, you lapdogs. Get your supper.
After escaping their pursuers, Robin ushers everyone back into his home.
Through here.
The crew makes their way inside and is greeted by Abigail, who is once again preparing food. She stops what she's doing and rushes over to the group.
Thank goodness you're all safe. I heard what happened on the television. The emissaries have gone insane.
Oh, you're telling me our shopping trip ended up being cut short by them.
Oh, honey, you don't have to lie to me. I know what you all are here to do.
You do?
Of course. Why else would Robin be here with the crew of the Silver Fox?
A hush falls over the room.
Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, who are you exactly?
Why, I'm Robin's mother. I also am a member of Dawnbreaker Industries.
What?
Robin, this would have been good to know!
Hey, this is news to me too! Mom, since when were you involved with this?
Since my poor baby decided to pursue a life of crime. I wanted to be a part of something that helped me get back to the people of Mars. And Dawnbreaker was my best option.
Oh, but Mom, I'm clean now.
I know you are, and I am proud of you. I just wish you told me what you were really doing here earlier.
Is there any way you could get us to Dawnbreaker HQ before the emissaries take it over?
Yes and no. Yes, I can get you there, but the emissaries have already seized control. It's up to you all to handle the rest.
Ma'am, with all due respect, this is a very dangerous situation.
Sweetie, you're new here. Mars isn't all sunshine and rainbows.
There are rainbows on Mars?
Oh, you are so adorable.
All right, let's move out. How do we get to Dawnbreaker from here?
Follow me.
Abigail leads the crew down to the basement of their apartment complex. Once everyone is inside, she pulls back a tarp, revealing a massive armored truck that looks like a fortress on wheels, barbed wire and all.
Whoa.
This is incredible. I had no idea Dawnbreaker had transportation like this after the Great Exodus.
Yeah, the emissaries didn't relent after we left the Ark of Snow. Luckily, they don't have eyes everywhere. Now come on, let's go get you all off this planet.
Abigail starts the ignition, and the crew takes off towards Dawnbreaker HQ. As the crew makes their way through the highway out of Infernus, a group of emissary soldiers hiding on a cliffside spot them.
Jesse was right! Fresh meat! Come on, boys! After them!
The three pirates mount their bikes and weave through traffic, gaining on the crew of the Silver Fox. Their rugged vehicles are covered in bones and viscera, rampaging through the red sands. With swiftness, the bipedal warriors catch up to the lumbering war rig.
Well, I guess I was wrong. Everyone, mount the guns!
Right away!
Time for redemption!
Hell yeah, kid!
The crew man the hidden guns on the mobile fortress and open fire on the emissaries. Bullets rain down from each side of the truck and catch two of the bikers' fuel canisters, creating two massive fireballs that careen off the side of the road. Before the third bike is destroyed, the third emissary riding it jumps onto the truck. He starts to desperately climb aboard the side until he reaches the roof.
Don't worry, I got this one!
Warden climbs up top and is greeted with a deranged pirate holding a knife and grinning wildly.
Hey, tough guy! You said any prayers recently?
There's no god in this solar system that's gonna save you!
Warden and the pirate begin to engage in a quick fist fight. Punches are thrown and a knife barely misses Warden's throat. He disarms the pirate and wins the conflict with a sweeping kick and a follow-up punch to the face that knocks the pirate off the truck and into the path of its tires. Warden climbs back in, satisfied.
That was badass, Warden.
Oh god, you heard that?
Sure did.
Focus up! We're almost there!
The HQ of Dawnbreaker is a shell of its former self, as flames populate the surrounding area. Jesse is waiting outside with bated breath. Excited, his prey took the bait.
That's what I'm talking about! Come on, you Irish dogs!
Jack, who is that?
That must be Jesse Firekin. He's moved up since I last saw him.
Stop the car.
I could run him over if you'd like.
Mom!
Fine.
Abigail stops just short of Jesse and Shelby, who is still tied up. Jesse smiles as he sees Felicity walk out, knowing that his prize is right in front of him.
Felicity Dunn! What a wonderful surprise!
What do you want with Dawnbreaker? Aren't you after us?
Oh, Dawnbreaker's just a means to an end. A bygone relic of a time long since past. But you hold the key to our future.
What do you mean?
You see, the boss knows what you're after, and we all want it for ourselves. It's really not that hard to figure out.
You're never gonna get where you want to go. We'll stop you here and now.
That's where you're wrong. I've already been there.
What?
That's right! Eden is real! I have seen it!
You're lying. No one knows where it is.
Once you're out of the way, I'll make sure everyone knows too. Irish's greatest secret will be the property of everyone in the solar system!
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Shelby has been struggling to free herself for a while now, but she finally manages to break free before Jesse can usher out an order. She quietly sneaks past Jesse and motions to a dozen Dawnbreaker soldiers who have been waiting for this very opportunity. She looks back towards Jesse, ready to bark her final order.
Now!
What?
Jesse turns to shoot Shelby, but Felicity rushes in and delivers a jumping kick to his wrist, sending the gun out of his hand. Chaos ensues on the battlefield as Dawnbreaker soldiers, now with the crew of the Silver Fox backing them up, take on the remains of Jesse's squadron. Carmine grabs Robin by the collar and throws him to cover, while Warden and Jack begin to open fire on the emissaries. Warden is ambushed by an emissary, who he engages in close quarters combat. In a normal fight, Warden would make short work of this grunt. However, a loose bullet casing causes him to lose his footing.
Shit!
Warden!
Felicity turns to help Warden, but is stopped by Jesse.
You're not going anywhere, Captain. The boss wants you dead, and I never disappoint the boss.
First time for everything!
The two fiercely engage in a knife fight, taking swings and missing in the flow of combat. Several soldiers try to intervene on both sides, but Jack's satchel of explosives proves to be quite useful.
Good thing I didn't leave this baby on the ship! Warden! You good over there?
I could use a little help, actually!
I got you, Warden!
Carmine heads to help Warden as he flanks the two pirates pinning his squad mates down. The former war journalist grabs the two by the back of their necks, lifting up one with each hand and slamming them into the ground. His strength and speed leave Warden and Jack completely dumbfounded.
Since when could you do that?
My training is coming back to me. I never thought I'd use it again, but... Come on, let's go!
Carmine, Warden, and Jack all regroup to go help their captain, who is struggling against Jesse, the more experienced fighter. However, the captain of the Silver Fox has a few tricks up their sleeve.
You're good!
And you talk too much!
Jesse sweeps Felicity off their feet with a kick, but she catches her balance and jams her knife right into Jesse's stomach.
Not bad.
Jesse falls, but Felicity catches him before he can hit the ground.
What does Hobbs want? Tell me!
I'm more afraid of failing him than I am dying at your hands. There are worse ways to go.
What did you see on Eden?
Eden is paradise. It's our salvation. Past Saturn lies hope.
Jesse Firekin's embers fade out.
Hope?
Shelby puts her hand on Felicity's shoulder, who is still shaken up from Jesse's last words.
They might know where Eden is, but if Hobbs really wanted to claim it, he would have done it already.
How do you know Hobbs? And what do you know about Eden? Please, tell us and we might be able to do something.
You've got a spark in your eyes, kid. One I had a long time ago. All right, I'll tell you.
Shelby sits down on a nearby rock and tells Felicity the story of Dawnbreaker Industries.
About 20 years ago, your father and Jacob Luna were working with a man named Robert Hobbs to buy the Ark of Snow from us. Dawnbreaker was facing extreme political pressure after 130 years of maintaining the status quo on the Ark. We were running out of time to find more fuel, and that's when Jacob Luna made us an offer we couldn't refuse. You see, we made some unsavory deals to keep our spaceways safe. We lost some good men on Spaceway 70, and I couldn't risk any more casualties. So, he had an idea. Dawnbreaker would sell the Ark of Snow to a startup named Iris, and the people would have their savior. After that, the emissaries were formed and have been fighting Iris ever since.
Slow down a second. My father was a good man, but he was a pirate. Are you saying he was also the co-owner of the Ark of Snow?
Yes. Although I have no idea what happened to him or the money that was promised to us. After the deal was made, Iris booted us off the ship. I don't know who's responsible for it, but we were stranded on the outskirts of Mars for 20 years before you all showed up, surviving off scraps and fuel trades.
My father wanted us to protect Dawnbreaker in exchange for safe passage off this planet. If you can do that, he promised you a seat at the table? I don't know what he meant, but I assume it has something to do with Eden. Would that be something you can do?
So, you'll help us settle on Eden?
Yes.
Felicity!
This is important. If Dawnbreaker can help us, maybe we could help them get back on their feet.
Robin, still hiding behind cover, emerges from his shelter.
So, did we win?
Yes, honey, we did.
Well, good job, team. Glad everything worked out. Yes! Love it when that happens.
Well, without Abigail knowing where Dawnbreaker was and that war rig, I think we'd be trapped in an emissary prison by now.
Not to mention all that good food we ate.
Thanks for your help, Robin and Abigail.
Guys, he literally didn't do anything.
Don't mention it, sweetie.
Yeah. No problem at all. I can still come with you guys, right?
You sure? Things are only gonna get rougher from here.
After seeing how you guys handled some of the best the emissaries have to offer, I think we'll be fine no matter what.
Finally. Something you've said that I can agree with.
Come on, let's head back to your ship. We've got some supplies we can spare now that Jesse's gone.
The crew of Dawnbreaker, or what's left of them, supply the Silver Fox with fuel. While the Silver Fox is being fueled up, Felicity has a phone call to make.
Patching Commander Dunn through.
Felicity! Oh, we've been trying to reach you. What's the situation over at Dawnbreaker HQ?
Taken care of. One of the emissary lords is KIA as well.
Amazing! Just what I expected out of you. Is Shelby present?
I am. Your daughter is a real firecracker, Mobius.
They sure are. I'm glad you're all right.
It'll take a lot more than some grunts to squash what's left of us. Mobius, you said that Iris would make up for what happened 20 years ago. Yet we're still stuck on Mars. We can't fend off these bastards anymore.
Felicity is on a mission to make sure that the emissaries will lose their footing throughout the system. And if she succeeds, then Dawnbreaker will be better off than they ever were.
Which is why you wanted them to help us. I get it now. So, we owe you a favor?
Get them off of Mars, and I promise you that Dawnbreaker will be back to its rightful place.
Fine. Consider it done.
Thank you, Shelby.
The communication is abruptly cut. A mysterious man has breached the Silver Fox's comms.
Incoming call from...
I lost comms with Commander Dunn. Someone's trying to force their way into our line.
Let him through. I think I know who it is.
You sure? Felicity says no.
All right. Patching them through.
So, we finally meet. Crew of the Silver Fox. I'd say it's a pleasure, but I try to be honest with my enemies.
You must be Robert Hobbs.
Oh, so you've heard of me. That makes this easier. You are entering a world far beyond your understanding, Captain Dawn. What you are after will be the most important moment in our solar system's history, and I refuse to let Iris interfere with it any more than they already have. My ultimatum is this. Stop pursuing Eden, or all of you will die.
What's so important about Eden for you all anyway? And how do you know it really exists?
You could call it a hunch, a business venture, if you'd like. Stay out of the emissary's way. Please.
Hobbs hangs up.
Why did he almost sound sad?
Beats me, but not gonna let him stop our mission. We're gonna secure Eden no matter what.
That's what I'm talking about, Captain.
Time to get you all back out there.
Thank you, Shelby.
I don't like this. Now we know he's after Eden, but why?
Whatever the reason, we can't let him and the emissaries get in the way anymore.
So, I've been silently listening and I came up with an idea. I have a contact on Jupiter who can get us to where we need to go. I think.
All right, you're all fueled up. Make good use of it.
You got it, Shelby.
Don't thank me until you stop that bastard.
I don't know. He seemed pretty polite to me.
What part of threatening us seemed polite to you?
Like you said, he seems sad. We should try to understand our enemies a bit more. What I'm saying is that there's more to the emissaries than sabotaging Iris. Clearly, they have a stronger motive.
August mentioned the emissaries want Eden as a form of revenge? Maybe Carmine is onto something.
Let's get to Jupiter and sort out our feelings later, okay?
Right.
Shelby departs the Silver Fox after it's done being refueled, but turns around with a final warning.
One last thing, you all. If you see Hobbs, don't listen to a word he says. Don't hesitate.
We won't.
The ship powers up and the crew set off for their next destination.